Changing the CVT gearbox oil on the Audi A5 2 litre TDI. This will also cover other VW and Audi models fitted with the 2 litre TDI CVT. Remove the under tray shown, so you've got these two trim clips, you've got the two T25 Torx at the back and three VW screws to release at the front. These are just pinning the under tray in place, they're not actually securing it. Once you've removed the under tray, you've got a T60 Torx sump plug to remove. Obviously be ready to catch the oil. Now you'll only get a trickle at first because there is a little plastic pipe that you need to remove up in there. There is a VW specialist tool, but all you actually need is an O-ring pick and you can grab the pipe. Leave the oil to drain, it'll take quite a while. This car has nearly 76,000 miles on, and as you can see from the colour of the oil, it was definitely due a change. Replace the plastic tube. Now this is the oil we're using, and the bottles come with these tubes that come up out of the bottle, and on cars like Mercedes normally you get a round hole and you'll be able to squirt the oil up into the gearbox. However, this plastic tube has a squared off and rounded hole, and the sump hole is quite big. So rather than use the special tool by VW, I managed to use this cable grommet to provide enough of a seal to replace the oil. So you'll be able to top up the oil about 500 to 600 ml at a time. So if you fill the bottles up as high as possible, you'll be using one bottle for squeezing the new oil into the transmission, brim it and refit the lid. And now, thanks to this cable grommet, you'll be able to get a good seal on the plastic pipe and squeeze the new oil into the gearbox. Now, the drain and refill capacity is between 5.5 and 7 litres, and a dry fill would be 8 litres, so the absolute capacity of the box is 8 litres. So you need to get as much in there as possible until you've got a steady stream dribbling back out, which shows you that the capacity is as high as you can get. Managed to get 5.5 litres in before running the car. So now we replace the sump plug just loosely, we don't need to refit it fully at the moment, and we drop the car to run it. So you'll leave it idling for a few minutes and then you'll want to rev up to 2,500 RPM just briefly, and then we can leave the car running and continue to top up the gearbox until we've got oil leaking out. Now be aware that to get an accurate level in the box, you'll need to fill it up before the temperature reaches 30 degrees. Now you can use diagnostic equipment to check the temperature of the gearbox oil, or you can just work as quickly as possible from a cold engine. So we've got the car running now, removing the sump plug and squeezing some more oil into the box, and I managed to get another 700 millilitres in. So we had managed to replace 6.2 litres out of the 8 litre complete capacity, which is pretty good. When you've got a stream like this coming out, that indicates that the box is full and you won't be able to get any more in there. So replace the sump plug. As you can see here, we got 6.2 litres of oil into the box, and the sump plug torque is 30 Newton meters.